Hello, my name is Caitlin, and today I am here to bring you a book haul of sorts, I guess. I don't know what to really call this. Basically, I was downstairs looking for an old towel that I knew that I had that was purple because I was gonna dye my hair and I didn't want to destroy one of the nice beige towels that are here, so I thought I would just use an old purple one. When I was searching for that towel, I found this bag stuffed with books. This bag, I think most of these books are from my high school days, but I must have had them with me in college. I honestly don't know what's in here, but these are old books that I don't think I probably ever read. They were just sitting on some background bookshelf, not a main bookshelf, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna show you what they are, I guess, and then if you know any of them, and if you know if any of them are good or bad, you should let me know. And I don't know if any of these are gonna be something that I want to read. We'll find out together right now. Let's get started. I used to read a lot of paranormal romance type shit in high school, so I'm sort of expecting that that's a lot of what I'm gonna find in here. So the first book that's in here is Prophecy of the Sisters by Michelle Zink. So it looks like this book is about two sisters who are orphans, and they have also become enemies. And they play a role in some sort of prophecy, I guess, tangled in a mystery that involves a tattoo-like mark, their parents' deaths, a boy, a book, and a lifetime of secrets. Leah and Alice don't know who they can trust. They just know that they can't trust each other. Dun dun dun! This book came out in 2009, so I would have been maybe a sophomore in high school. I don't know if I'll read this, but I guess I have it in my possession and have had it in my possession all this time and just forgot. The next book here is Willow by Julia Hoban. Actually, I remember this book. I'm pretty sure this book was my friend's book that I borrowed that I apparently never gave back, so really sorry about that, pal. I feel like I remember people saying good things about this back in the day. This also looks like it's from 2009, so high school days. So it looks like this is about a car accident where this girl Willow was driving the car with her parents in it, and then her parents died. And then she starts cutting herself, and then she meets a boy, and I don't know what happens after that, but that sounds depressing as fuck. The next book I have here, sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. It's just weird to find all these books that were from 7 years ago or whatever. So this next book that I have is Wonder is Strange by Leslie Livingston. The cover sort of makes me think of, stuff that I read in high school, sort of paranormal. Yeah, this book looks like it's about fairies. I remember reading several books about fairies, particularly about a normal girl who meets fairies and falls in love, or discovers that she's fairy or part fairy or whatever. I don't know that I'll read this book, to be honest, but I have it. I have the Narnia DVDs, I have The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and then The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which aren't books, but I fucking loved these movies and these books, so I'm pumped that I found these DVDs because I didn't know where they were. These books are so dusty because they've been in the basement for God knows how long. This book is called Wish by Alexandra Bullen. Nothing can change the fact that Olivia Larson's twin sister Violet is dead until Olivia is given the chance to make one wish, a wish that brings her sister back. Dun dun dun. Sounds like a bad idea. But Violet's return isn't what Olivia expected. Of course, I mean, obviously that's gonna happen. Next I have Paranormalcy by Kirsten White, my bad. Weird as it is, working for the International Paranormal Containment Agency, Evie's always thought of herself as normal. Sure, her best friend is a mermaid, her ex-boyfriend is a fairy, she's falling for a shapeshifter, and she's the only person who can see through paranormal's glamours, but still, normal. This sounds like exactly what I would have loved in high school. I don't know that I would be into it now. Next I have Graceling by Kristen Kishore. I totally remember this book. I hear about this book sometimes on BookTube. I totally meant to read this. I never got around to reading it. I thought that I had gotten rid of it or something, to be honest with you, and I was sort of mad at myself, but now I'm definitely gonna read this book because I've heard great things about it, and I always meant to read it, never got around to it, but this is some sort of fantasy book. Katsa has been able to kill a man with her bare hands since she was 8. Nice. Love it. I'm excited to read this. Oh my gosh, I remember this. Oh my gosh, okay. Wolfsbane by Andrea Kramer. This is the sequel to Nightshade, which I remember loving so much back in the day. I don't remember exactly what that book was about. It was either the girl was a werewolf or she met someone and fell in love with them and they were a werewolf. I'm really not sure, but I probably won't read this because 1, I don't remember the first book, and 2, I don't really feel like I'm interested right now, but I guess if you know this book, let me know if I should read it. Next I have Fire by Kristen Kishore. This is, I don't know if this is like the sequel to Graceling or if it's another book just in the series. I don't know if this is a series or a trilogy, to be honest, but I'm glad that I have more than just the first book. That's good. Next I have A Wild Sheep Chase by Haruki Murakami. Nice, got it. I don't think I ever read this book. This is actually a book that I got in college and not high school. I remember reading a couple books by this author and I really liked them, so I got this book, but I don't know if I ever read this book, to be honest. After I read, I think, like 3 books by this author, and now in my mind I can't really tell them apart. I just didn't really feel like picking up another book by him. So I read the back of this, and I literally have no idea if I read this or not. Like, I just don't know. I'm really not sure. So maybe I'll read it and then I'll find out if I read it or not. But if you've read this or if you've read a lot of his books, let me know what you think. I'm really curious if I'm the only person who felt that the books were sort of repetitive and had too many of the same themes, or maybe it's just the books that I've read and I need to read more books by him that are more different. Wow, okay. So, I'm so sorry. This is probably like really painful for people to see. But this is Hate List by Jennifer Brown. I have a pet chinchilla, and I must have left this like on the ground while I let her out because I'm an idiot. So that's how this would have happened. And the worst part about that is that this was not my book, this was my friend's book. I borrowed it, I fucked it up. My camera died, but I was talking about this and how I destroyed it. It's destroyed. But I think I might want to read this one anyway. The next thing in here is Destined by April Lynn Pike. I think I read this book, actually. I think this was like the last book of the series or something like that. I think this was about fairies and some girl who has like a human boyfriend and then like a fairy boyfriend, and there's a love triangle. I think that's what this series was about. I don't think I will read this. It's not something I'm interested in anymore. I also have these books that I made. I took a bookmaking class, a photographic bookmaking class when I was in college. We had to make these books. This was like a Japanese style binding here. And then I have Bitter Blue. Oh gosh, this is a dirty mess. Oh my gosh, I'm a horrible person. I treat my books horribly. It says sequel to Graceling, companion to Fire. So I need to figure out what order to read these in because I don't know. This is like a disgusting, dusty mess. Aw, and this is the last thing in there. It's another book that I made. Just like super tiny, itty bitty book. That was interesting. If you know anything about any of these books and you think that I should read them, let me know. If you read them and you liked them, or you read them and you hated them, or if you have no idea what any of these are, just, you know, let me know. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.